G'day, cunts! Welcome to episode number I don't really check, but I really should of the podcast. I'm gonna extend this really long while I Google my own channel name and then figure out what actual episode I'm up to. Give me 1 minute while I still stall. I'm not cutting this out because I can't be fucked. It is episode I'm still searching. I'm logging onto the video section now. It is episode number, not really that important, but I'm committed to this bit. 43! 43 of the GreenCast, a podcast by me, Mr. GreenText, where, I don't know, people listen to this for some reason. Where I ramble to myself in my bedroom like a fucking madman. And if anyone else wanted it on me recording this, it'd be a bit weird. But, I don't know, that's just the state of today. Speaking of today, smooth transition immediately. As you can tell by the title, I went to another YouTube event, which this one was a lot fucking different compared to the last one. OG listeners, I think it was a much earlier podcast, something in like, I don't know if it even hit double digits yet at that point, but the last one I went to was in Brisbane City again, and was more so, breaking down like how to like build up YouTube channel and what YouTube's all about. Was very much like an info session. This one, I don't know. I just thought it'd be like funny to rock up to this a different one because apparently it's put on by like the same sort of people, but this one was in a different location, but still like in the city. And it said, I don't know if I want to like say it because like. Yeah, my face is probably out there with some marketing pictures, even though I talk to the photographer and be like, hey, don't fucking get me in photos, dude, because I'm anonymous. But literally, like, I don't know what I was particularly expecting. It was like YouTube plus this thing, and I'm like, don't know what that thing is. All I saw was YouTube. And I went going, and all these events are also free, which is also really fucking good. As well, but you got to go through a checkout like it would be paid, but it costs nothing, so obviously, yeah. So I did that, forgot about it for 2 weeks, and then realized, oh fuck, that's this weekend, which is today I'm recording it, this should go up tomorrow. So I replied to that, said yes, and then I'm like, I should probably actually check what this is about, what I've signed up to, because I had one of the event organizers email me. Apparently, I had not... What's the word? Phrase. Had not signed off on some things for the event. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And I quickly read through and it's just like T's and C's are just like, hey, if we can take your picture, use it for promotional material and that sort of stuff. And I'm like, I wrote back, I'm like, hey, actually, if my name's been associated with anything, please don't, because I'm anonymous on my channel and I'd like to keep it that way. And they're like, oh yeah, no, that's very cool. And I told them about my mask, and they basically just said, yeah, no, that's completely fine. You can bring it along on the day if you want. And so I did. Then the next day, I get an email from them again, and they're just like, hey, just to let you know, we actually will have a photographer there. There was about fucking 3. And, like, 2 videographers. Fucking hell, cunt. There was also, like, total of maybe 25 people there. Fucking hardly anyone showed up. Anyway, so I finally rock up to this this place at an undisclosed location in Brisbane City somewhere. And the event on the ticket says that it's supposed to start at 9:30 in the morning. And I'm like, yeet, I'll be there 50 minutes before just so I can... take a piss or, chill out for a bit before I immediately go in and meet people, whatever the fuck whatever I'm doing there, particularly, to be honest. And get that, check in, get me bloody band sorted and whatever the hell. Head up to the room where it's in, chill out for a bit, and then it gets around to 9:30, and I'm like, that's weird, they're not fucking here yet. And then I see one of the speakers also set up their laptop, which, oh yeah, that's the thing I skipped over, started to talk about, and then forgot. The featured creators of the speakers. Oh my lord. So, one of the featured creators, don't know if I will name, because again, that might dox myself a little bit, but immediately realized after seeing the demographics of checking the creators that this probably isn't the event for me at all, because all of them are fucking LGBT+, and I'm like, there might be something, a bit of a theme going here with Pride Month. Uh-oh. And I checked the main, like, speaker and, what's the word? the like host of the thing, moderator of like some of the panels and shit as well. And I'm like, okay, let me just quickly look up a channel. They would say on a website, and they announced her as having 300,000 subscribers. Let me just I'll double check it again, but I'm pretty sure she actually has 275. This person. Come on, Social Blade, sometime today, that'd be great. No diss to you, Social Blade, love you. Oh, that fucking Social Blade followed me not too long ago, that was funny as well. Oh, jeez. Yeah, she has 275,000 subscribers, and she's been losing subs consistently. Let's see. Since mid last year. The main host of a YouTube event has been losing subs for about a year. Oh my lord. And my views, I probably about quadruple her as well, which is also kind of sad. And for a hot second, my bloody ego got boosted 3 times that day, where I'm just like, huh, maybe I should be the one speaking for this. But again, quickly realized that this is not one of those kinds of events. And so, eventually they started fucking around, and then I hear someone, like, over here talking to someone else about, like, oh, when's it start? It's like, it's supposed to start at, like, 10:45. I look at my fucking phone, and I've been scrolling through the same posts on Twitter for the past fucking half an hour already. And I quickly realized I've got another fucking 50 minutes to kill sitting here. I don't want to talk to anybody. Because also, the demographic, completely opposite to what fucking mine is. My demographic, mostly male. Actually, I think it's 98% male. Between the ages of like 18 to 35. These were girls the ages of about 16 down. And I'm like, oh dude, no, I fucked up. This is not the place that I want to be at all. But I'm like, I'm committed. I've already fucking signed in. I've already sat down waiting for this. I might as well fucking ride it out and see what happens at this point. And then I took a fucking Monster Energy with me because I'm a fucking boomer and I needed my energy drink in the morning to the drive there because it took like a fucking hour. And as I go to pee, I see someone's wearing one of their own branded t-shirts that looks like it's printed out from fucking Spreadshirt. And I see the channel name in the back, and as I'm like walking past, I slyly pull out my phone and then check him up. And this dude has 145,000 subs. And I'm like, oh shit, this dude's actually like got more subs than me. Fuck. Because, again, ego's getting real fucking ahead of me. I fully expected to be one of the most, if not the most popular person there. There was another creator that I don't think was gay, actually. She's also going to VidCon. She's like one of the mid-tier sort of people. It's also a chick. Yeah, actually, I don't think there's any fucking male creators there at all. As well. Fucking hell, dude. But, yeah, I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, I expected to be the, like, you know, most subscribed to dude. Oh, actually, let me fucking check his Social Blade, because I couldn't do it there. Let me search his name, because I also then looked at his videos, and it was such strange content as well. Let me have a quick Google, I can still remember it. Wait, what the fuck? Is this the dude? Views... Is it? No, hold on. I think I spelled it wrong. That is what it is it not? I'll just search. There it is. Oh my lord, yeah, he's got a fucking... Yeah. But this guy re-uploads music, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's one of those fucking channels. What even is this? Let me just quickly look at one of these fucking things. Okay, so he steals... What the fuck is this? For the heart, gave you my love, you tore it apart. What the fuck? What is this? I'm completely derailed because I'm enthralled by this guy's content. I don't know if enthralled to be the right word because I'm definitely not that entertained. Let me click on another one. Because I think I know what's going on here. They're all in a car, what the fuck? Huh. Yeah, so this guy apparently just steals people singing in cars, and they just re-uploads it to probably they're stealing it from Instagram. Yeah, and then just puts lyrics up on screen. It makes it a lyrical thing. Righto, and I thought my content was cancer, reading fucking stories. Never mind. So yeah, that was that guy there. But again, I didn't overly really want to talk to him. Don't know why you'd make a shirt with that fucking brand particularly, to be honest. But, you know, he's probably raking in money. So fucking good on him, I guess, for finding a weird niche that you can exploit people from. Anyway, so that was fucking that. Went off to a pee, come back. And, yeah, apparently these are, like, a group of people that are also starting a web series that is apparently aimed for teens, tweens, and young adults. For, what did they describe it as? For, like, representation of more LGBTQ fucking whatever the else alphabet on YouTube. And, oh lord, yeah, literally the first panel was a trans man to woman, I think, and then a lesbian couple, and they're just talking to them about YouTube and, you know, being fucking LGBT on YouTube. After the first questions, I'm like, oh, this is not what I fucking thought it was at all. Because also, before it started, they brought in all of the creators, and outside of the room, they had a little fucking, you know, one of those, like, media walls, so they have, like, logos and shit all over them. Yeah, they had a little photo thing and a little meet and greet set up out there where people could take photos. And made everyone sit there and wait, and then fucking all the, like, the teen fucking minor girls, like, rushed out. And then I was gonna go take a picture with them for a meme, but quickly realized that that's not a good idea, because there's a cunt that has a bloody camera out there recording the entire time. And I don't particularly want to look like the fucking weirdo cunt that's got his face mask up the entire time. And then also having to awkwardly explain, because, like, again... I don't want to explain 4chan to these bunch of... I was about to say gay cunts. Jesus Christ. I swear I'm not homophobic, really. Yeah, don't really want to explain 4chan to these people, because they probably don't. They probably have, you know... Well, the things I have heard about 4chan are probably not good, to be honest. So what's 4chan? It's, you know, it's this website. Oh, it's blocked on my phone. Why's that? Oh, no reason. Just, you know, remember that NZ shooter video that got posted everywhere? Yeah, but the 4chan refused to take it down, whatever the fuck, and people freaked out. Yeah, so that's what my content's based on. Fucking hell, cunt. Oh, yeah, quickly realized that this is not my fucking content at all. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I just sat there awkwardly scrolling through, like, all my social medias, like, rotating, hoping people would post shit. So people don't realize that I'm just looking at the same thing over and over again. Oh, fuck, I need a drink. So the first panel finally gets fucking done. And I'm like, alright, cool, break time. Immediately go pee again, because I have the bladder of a fucking 5-year-old. Come back, and the second panel's also with the same host, but then also with the person that has like 500,000 subs. And that was a bit better, because, you know, they were a lot more down to earth, and also, they weren't gay! Which, I don't know what that says. That's no offense to anybody, but that's... I, again, misread it. Probably didn't overread it, or didn't particularly read into it too much. Just showed up, didn't realize what it was. There was also a part where fucking some of the LGBT community people in the panel, they're just like, oh, no, we're inclusive of everyone. We like the straighties. And I'm like... Did I just get oppressed as a straight person? Is straighty offensive? And I got really confused for a second. I'm like, did I just? Yeah, I don't know. I guess, like, you know, being a straight fucking white male, you know, I guess it was the first particular time where I've just been like, huh, someone just kind of like offhandedly just, you know, downgraded straight people. I'm like, huh, okay, well, that's weird, and fucking like brushed it off anyway. And, yeah, there wasn't really fucking much to that panel. It ended, and, they're just like, oh yeah, lunch now, and I think there might have been other stuff, and I just fucking left. I realized that this was not for me. It's a fucking waste of my time. Most of the questions were all the same sort of stuff. that, you know, when question time comes around, how do I start a channel, da 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 da, how do you deal with comments, da 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 da, when, you know, I feel like if I was a speaker at one of these events, like, the main things I'd be is just, like, no one... Oh, yeah, actually, I want to look up some of their fucking... Because apparently this lesbian couple have a vlog channel, and they do daily vlogs, and I can almost be certain that they don't get many views at all. Actually, if we go on one of their channels... let's see. Oh, wow, I have more subs than that one. Let's see.
Welcome to my car. This
Double deducts myself. What the fuck? Okay, 16k. How many views a video do they get? Okay, well, let me just look up their channel. Not many people actually claim their YouTube URL as well, which is really annoying sometimes. If you're a YouTuber and you're watching this, you got a small channel, make sure you claim your fucking YouTube name in your URL so it makes it easier. Okay, yeah, they also get fuck all. Which also blows my fucking mind too. Oh, that's the thing I took away from this as well. So, even though I'm more popular to a degree than these people, I guess I'm more so, like, again, it was more of just a fucking ego boost, because some of these people are just like, oh yeah, no, we've traveled the world for our YouTube channel. And these cunts have, like, 100,000 views the past, like, past month. And I'm like, how are you doing that? What the fuck? Because they're clearly not making any money off this, or particularly much of any. And, yeah, this host person, apparently, you know, they've gone through phases of the channel, doing eating challenges and doing tech reviews and whatever the fuck. It's like, oh yeah, I've done some brand deals with Sony. There was a point where, Fanta hired me and gave me the entirety of the entirety... I'm gonna ignore that and keep going. The entirety of Whitewater World, which is like a theme park down on the Gold Coast here, for a day to film for Fanta. And I'm like, fucking... what? Fucking... They did what? So yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, like, green text content, you know, I don't know. I'm definitely trying to expand. Oh, that's the thing as well. Okay, fucking YouTube events done. Yeah, nothing really fucking happened. Just wanted to meme on the gays for a while. Also, there might have been a couple people that noticed I made a real kind of like tweet about the whole thing, because I got kind of really frustrated and like, I'm really annoyed with this. This is not what I expected at all. I fucking tweeted it out before I started and just like, I can't remember what it was, but it was something along the lines of just like, wow, it's just a lot of real minors and people that just aren't my age here, and all the YouTubers are just LGBTQ plus whatever the fuck. How do I tell them that I use faggot as a meme? Use the word faggot as a meme unironically sometimes. And immediately come my YouTube friends are like, hey bro, you should probably take that down. That's kind of fucked. And I'm like, it's a meme. It took a couple minutes and I'm like, yeah, you're probably right, to be honest. If they find out who I am and look at my fucking Twitter, it might cause a bit of shit. But, well, I deleted it and reworded the joke and also put it back up, so it's not so munted and doesn't involve the word faggot. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely one for you can say whatever the fuck you want in the context, but, you know, you could joke about absolutely anything, including rape, as long as you can make it funny. And I don't think that was particularly overly funny. I could have done a way better job. And so I deleted it, and I put it up, and I think it's better for it. So, yeah. Also, I didn't immediately feel as awkward, because I was also speed typing the fucking joke, praying that some cunt wasn't going to look over my shoulder and see me making fun of the gay people, essentially. Which, again, I'm not homophobic! I swear I'm not homophobic, really. I just hate the I can't say it with a straight face. I'm in a fucking mood, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, but YouTube channel wise, I can feel a sneeze coming. I've been watching The Misfits a fucking lot lately, and I guess it's really been also influencing me, and I really want to fucking get together some sort of, you know, like, friends that I can just be fucking filth with, because that's what I'm honestly gonna miss. Or I wish I had more or less, because actually, like, I don't know, call me a cuck or whatever, but at the moment I have more IRL female friends than I do IRL fucking male friends that I see on a regular basis. And I just want someone I can be filth with, dude. Literally one of my best male friends is fucking leaving to join the Navy for 13 weeks tonight. And I'm so outnumbered. And I'm just like, fuck. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to like hit up some like uni friends or something to see if I can like hang out with. Cause fuck dude, I just want people I can be filth with, to be honest. I miss that. Oh. But yeah, I don't know. So gaming channel immediately went depressing for a second there. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I want to start a gaming channel and basically just rip off like Fitz's sort of style of like, you know, film in a gameplay, whatever the fuck, and then also put the subtitles on it. Because nowadays, I guess that's kind of just the accepted way of doing that style of content now. You just have to subtitle it, which fucking hell, it's so much work. Well, my also assistant editor Star also edits for Wild Spartans, but literally gets paid to only do the subtitles, and it literally takes her like 2 days. And fuck me up some. If I want to get that channel like bigger, I'm gonna have to do the fucking same thing, which also sucks fucking donkey dick, because that means I'm gonna have to build that channel up for monetization, which means I'm gonna have to get it to 1,000 subs. And then that means I'm also going to have to get it to 4,000 watch hours to get it, like, ready for monetization. So, fuck me up, son. I'm going to have to do a lot of free work, essentially, to build that up, to get it to a point where I can start making money off the cunt. So, when that comes out, there'll probably be some sort of announcement at the end of, like, GreenCast sometime soon. Because I want to finish the first video so I can, you know, announce the channel and have something out there for people to watch. So, that'll be there if people want it. Yeah, because again, I mean, this channel's not in great condition at the moment. Every video I upload is basically getting demonetized, and I have to put a request for a review. So I'm also trialing a thing you might have already noticed from yesterday's upload, that I'm going to try and censor swear words in the first 30 seconds of a video and see if that affects monetization at all. Because I have a feeling, past couple ones that have something fucked at the start, I don't know what's going to come over me then. Is getting, what's the word? Denied for monetization and getting yeeted. Which is also, I think, kind of a fucked system at the same time. Because when a video gets put up... Okay, so here's my fucking situation at the moment. With my content, when I upload something, it immediately gets demonetized now. So, for scheduled uploads... for example, the latest video, I uploaded it yesterday during the morning, didn't go up till that night, but for a video to be actually reviewed, it has to accumulate 1,000 views in 24 hours. So that means I basically just can't make money off my content for the first day, which sucks fucking ass, again, because that's one of your most profitable times, is during that first day. Or first 1 to 2, well, it's basically 1 to 3 days is when you get your bulk of your views, particularly. Unless it goes in, like, the algorithm and more in the recommended sort of stuff. Which, yeah, I'm just boned out of that, I guess. So it'd be nice to have, like, a separate channel. Which, you know, I'm still gonna have more, like, edgy content on it as well. But I guess it won't just have, like, be me, be a nigger for, like, 5 minutes or whatever the hell. Or just have the word just like, be a faggot, or fucking... yeah, Hitler's my idol, whatever the fuck else it really, like, edgy green text it fucking is. So, it'll be nice to have that separately, and also it'd just be nice to, like, edit stuff that isn't green text and other stuff, which I'm still gonna do occasional commentary stuff, I guess, on the channel, on Mr. Green Text. But again, it'll be very occasionally. Yeah, and that's basically that. Oh yeah, the Discord video as well. If you haven't already watched it, guys, please go watch the Discord Photoshop contest video, because that took me a good number of days to edit, because I'm a fucking idiot and didn't check the audio levels, and it took me ages to mix. Yeah, basically I'm a fucking retard, and went to record it in OBS, and then it recorded my computer sounds and my mic in one fucking track, didn't check the levels. I overpower fucking everyone. So every time someone talks, I had to bloody boost them and then lower me, and it was absolutely fucked, dude. It took me so long to edit. That's why it took like a couple weeks, essentially. But I was also really scared about that because it's got like, I don't know, fucking 4 or 5 Hitler jokes and 9/11 jokes in it and other dumb memes. And there's even a bit in there where Koali like screams at saying that this video is making you no money. Well, guess what? It got approved for monetization through review. Someone actually thought it was advertiser friendly. Fuck you. Oh my lord. That's the thing that's really annoying and also great with this whole demonetization thing at the same time, is the fact that stuff that you don't think is going to get through gets through, but stuff that you do think will get through doesn't. Another example is the pickle videos, part 1 and part 2. Part 2 is the part where it describes someone getting raped. That got through monetization. The first part that doesn't have that did not. So, I don't know, go figure, I guess. They obviously don't watch the whole fucking video, but yeah, it's that's the thing. Oh man, I don't know what the fuck's coming over me during this. I guess I haven't particularly talked this long. Oh yeah, I don't know. I think I might make the podcast as well a bi-weekly thing. It might still be a weekly thing. It's just sometimes with like timing of things that are happening in my life, I'm like, I'll put off the podcast because I'm doing this thing in a couple of days, and then I'll put it out then, and like, I'll just save it to next week. Which, I can't not talk about this thing too. So, again, on listeners of last week's podcast, they would have heard that I've been learning to skate on a skateboard, on a pennyboard. Fucking, I sound autistic. Skateboard, pennyboard, skateboard. One of my, I went to just another get-together with some of my uni friends. It was good to see all of them again. And I was talking to one of my friends, not going to say his name, I was considering it for a second, but they know who they are if they're listening to this. And we're talking about, how I'm getting into skateboarding and learning, and he's like, we should go skating sometime. I'm staying down the north side, sort of your side, and we should hang out sometime. So we met, like, halfway between us in, like, some little suburb. And, we're fucking ripping it up. Except... So we meet at, like, some random park, and thankfully it's, like, a newer sort of estate, so the road's all fucking nice. Long, flat place, so I don't have to worry about hills and everything, so I also hadn't gone up or down a hill on a skateboard at that point in time. Pull up my pennyboard, and we're skating around for a bit, fall off a little bit, not so much that, like, eat shit, but, we ride around a little corner, and it's like, there's a slight hill here, this would be a good place to, like, learn how to go up hills, and I'm like, yeah, sounds good. And, immediately start pedaling a little bit, and so, basically, I had my front foot on the pennyboard, and I'm pedaling with my right foot. So my left foot is on the board, straight, and then my right is pedaling. And then, as I'm pedaling, I'm going up the hill, I'm like, it's a little bit harder, but I can probably do this. The pennyboard, I guess I pushed too hard, and the pennyboard goes forward, and so I start to do the splits a bit. And I quickly realize that I'm about to fucking fall, so I go to quickly put my foot on the board, and then realize it's missing. So I guess I instinctively fucking smash my foot down onto the road to make sure that I catch myself. Except, as I smash my foot down to try and catch myself, I hit the back of the pennyboard while my foot is still on it. So my foot held the board while my right foot basically snapped off the back half of my pennyboard. So, not even fucking 20 minutes skating with my friend, I fucking snapped the back end of my pennyboard, and I'm like, I'm fucking on the floor, just like, what the fuck, dude? What are we gonna do now? Holy shit. Come all this way to skate and break my board in 20 minutes. Which, to be fair, I paid $15 for, brand new from Kmart. I should probably really exit Facebook so I don't get notifications. Yeah, I use Facebook, fuck off, I'm a boomer. It's the best way I contact some of my friends, okay? Fuck off. Yeah, I'm like, fucking broke my board already. But I wasn't overly, sad by it. Because at $15, fuck, it's more expensive to buy new wheels or literally anything else to replace the board than it would be to just buy a whole new board. So I'm like, fuck. It was still rideable though. I only took like a couple inches off like the back end of the penny board, but you know, it's a penny board, so there's not much fucking room to begin with. Any less room is not much appreciated. So we're skating around a little bit more, and we're just like, what do we fucking do? We got sick of the little suburb we were riding around, and we're like, let's just go to like the town square sort of area, and we'll like, dick around there, whatever the fuck. So we go down there, we're wandering around, and we're like, maybe there's a skateboard in the cheap shop here, and whatever the hell, which, like a dollar store type thing. Wander around, can't find anything, wandering around a little bit more, and then we come across an op shop, or for you Americans, like a thrift shop, I should say. And walk in the first one, no luck. Seems a bit more of a posh sort of op shop. There's more like high-end clothing. They had fucking leather jacket for like $130, which, Christ, you might as well pay full price at that point. Then we find a second one, and we walk in. We look to our right, and up there on the fucking ledge, there's not one, but two skateboards. Both are for $8. One is a full-size skateboard. The second one is not a penny board, not an official penny board, but a lot of better quality penny board than I have. Both are $8. And I bring them down, I look at them both, and the skateboard is actually, the full-size skateboard is in pretty good condition, considering it's at a fucking op shop. The bottom of the board, the graphic was pretty much in perfect condition. I guess no one had really overly used this for tricks or anything, because, if any, experienced skateboarder, I guess, had it, it'd be all scuffed up from trying to do grinds or tricks or whatever the fuck. The only thing wrong with it was just, the wheels were a little bit worn down. There's a fucking piece of gum still attached to the front end of the board. And so I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to buy a full-size board. And so I did. So I took the board and took it out into the local car park just outside to give it a bit of a test run. Because I'm like, I don't know. I wonder if it rides that different. I start riding it around and I get really unsure for a second. Because I'm like, this feels really weird. And also I wasn't used to... I didn't know, I guess, that on full-size skateboards, the edges flange out a bit. And they curve upwards. And it took me a little bit to get used to that. But then I quickly realized it's more so the surface I was riding on. I was riding on just I was kind of an older road, and then immediately went to the back end of a loading dock where the concrete was a lot smoother. I'm like, okay, this is much better. Yeah, it was just the surface I was fucking riding on. So yeah, immediately took my snapped penny board and just fucking threw it in the bin. Because, what else are you going to do with it at that point? Oh man, I need a drink. Threw it in the bin, and then I'm like, alright, cool, well, let's go find somewhere else to skate, I guess. Start wandering around a bit. We find a, actually, no, before we do that, we're wandering around, and we're like, yeah, we don't know. We'd never been to the suburb particularly before to, explore it. And then we go to, walk up to a shopping centre, because they're like, there might be a park or something out back there. Because even, a skate park, I guess, that'd be cool to, try out. And, we're walking around the back of the shopping centre, and then they also have a loading dock. But this loading dock has a giant incline and a giant open space as well. And I jokingly say to my friend, hey, that'd be a fun-ass hill to go down. And then he's like, I don't know, you go down pretty fast. And I'm like, I bet you wouldn't. I bet I could do it. He's like, go on then. And I'm like, he said the word. Fuck, I gotta do it now. And that's when this video happened. For the audio listeners of the podcast, I basically just went down that hill. I got halfway down, immediately realized I'm going way too fast, and I'm not going to stop or fucking be able to lean. And I go to try and bail on the end by, doing the jump off and then run thing. Immediately fucking eat shit. Thank fucking Christ I commando rolled and actually put some forward thinking in it, and wearing an actual long sleeve shirt and long long pants, and like half commander roll and skid a bit, and then immediately get up. But then as I get up, I'm not worried about my fucking body at all, but I had my fucking brand new Galaxy S10 in my pocket, and I'm like, oh, I need to check if this is okay. I landed on my left side, which is where I keep my phone. Pull my phone out of my pocket. I see a piece of clear something sticking out of my phone. I'm like, oh no, I've fucking broken my phone. Fuck, it was not worth it at all. And then with closer inspection, I quickly realized that, oh, it's just my screen protector that it looks like I've put a straight cut and it's peeled it like right up, like someone's just like ripped it a bit. And then I looked down at my pants and there's a rip the size that's on my phone screen that went through my pants and through my pocket. So I don't know what the fuck I caught myself on when I landed, but I guess I went with such force that I tore through my fucking pants and my pocket and then ripped my fucking screen protector. Which, thank fucking Christ I had a screen protector. Jesus tap dancing Christ. I don't know if I would have been able to afford a replacement screen for a new Galaxy 10. And yeah, kind of just like wandered off a bit and did the walk of shame all the way back up. You know, my elbow and me knees stinging a bit, which now they're healing a bit, but have been an annoyance ever since. So that was fucking that. So that was my first major stack on a skateboard. And probably not going to be the last, but, you know, I don't know. I definitely won't be skateboarding every day, probably. It'll just be a thing that I do every now and then, I guess. But I don't know if that's the best way to learn or to get better, but, you know. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. It was fun. I'll probably even just do it when I'm hanging out with my friend, or, you know, I'm even going to bring it to the gathering tonight. Fuck around on that, that'd be pretty funny. Eat shit again. Yeah. I guess briefly I'll talk about it as well, with the Slazo situation. There's been a couple people in the community, specifically more so Core and Koali DeBear, have brought up and talked about it. Basically, if you don't know, Slazo is a Reddit-style YouTuber. He's an Australian, I think he's a year or two younger than me. Basically, his ex-girlfriend came out with a bunch of sexual assault allegations and some other, more personal stuff, and Slazo, instead of responding, just decided to ghost himself from the internet, and fuck, that did not look good on the fucking cunt, I tell you that. I'm in a Discord with a bunch of other Reddit YouTubers, some other people as well that, know him personally, and even then they're just like, yeah, dude, fuck, you need to respond, Jesus Christ. He wasn't in this Discord as well, just to be clear. And, yeah, it was not looking good for the cunt, because even, just say that you're responding. Don't ghost yourself from the fucking internet. But he came out with his video on his side, was it this morning? Must have been yesterday. Yeah, yesterday at this point. Or 2 days ago by the time this comes out. And explaining his side of the story. And basically it's just, I'm not taking sides either way. But they both tried to manipulate the side of the story to benefit them both ways. Slazo does admit to a good number of incriminating things and whatever the fuck else, and also his girlfriend also manipulated things that didn't particularly happen, or I don't know. Again, I can't prove it, and no one will ever really know what happened between the two. But got brought up. The cunt lost fucking 25,000 subs, whatever the hell it is. Probably 50. I don't know. I can't be bothered to particularly check. But yeah, I don't know. I was also really surprised with the fact that his video where he admits to some of the stuff is on 98% likes. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than that. And then also just there's a lot of Slazo stans also just trying to defend him and whatever the hell. But at the end of the day, it was, both of them were, I think they were both each other's first real relationship, I guess. I mean, they also e-dated before they met up, and then it met up a couple of times, which relatable. But yeah, it was just both of them, I guess, just needed to take it as a learning experience, and I don't know if it was the right thing for Shay to bring up things like that. But, you know, it's out there now, and I guess you kind of just have to deal with it and live with it, I guess, and both of them do, I guess. Yeah, but, you know, don't attack either of them for it, because, I don't know. Dude. I'd hate to, again, not that I've ever done anything like that, but I just wouldn't want I don't want personal stuff like that online, particularly with those intensive relationships, I guess. But, you know, shit happens, I guess, and you gotta just deal with it. Yeah. Alright, I suppose it's time to get to the most autistic part of this podcast, and that is, of course, where I answer questions and topics from a bunch of you cunts. So, if you want to send any questions, topics, queries, or whatever the fuck else, you can either send me an email if you want to remain somewhat anonymous at mrgreentext@gmail.com. That's Mr. Greentext with an S. Or join my Discord server, go down to the video content part, and then pop a question or topic in the GreenCast channel. And then I'll read that on the podcast, and we'll fucking have a big gay old time to keep with the theme of being gay this fucking episode. Alright, so the first interaction I have is a fucking weird one for you. So I had this guy called Will Billy. He contacted me saying that he's a big fan of me, and he made his own green text video. And I saved myself for a genuine reaction on the podcast from this, so I should probably put my headphones on. And judging just by the thumbnail that he did for this, I'm in for a fucking treat. Alright, my headphones are in. I'm going to whack this in the podcast too so you can actually hear it. Alright, and let's go.
Hey guys, I'm Will Billy, hillbilly from good old US of A. I'll be trying to fill in a bit for Mr. Green Text, make a couple short videos for him if he wants to use them or not. Big fan of his and the podcast. You guys should really like and subscribe. And here I go, reading some green text, doing the best I can, which probably is mediocre at best. Be me, work at a mid-sized software company, IT support. Some new guy gets a job as a programmer, claims he's worked on some very big projects before, can't name them. Fast forward 2 weeks, calls me and claims his computer is crashing every few minutes. Walk up to his desk and watch him work until it crashes again. Have Linux on a USB stick with me at all times. I boot up the stick, ask him if he's been visiting any kind of not so legit websites. No man, I'm clean. Get sweaty and nervous once I start browsing through his personal files. Download folder has multiple zips with cryptic names inside of them. I don't know man, they've always been there. One of them's 163 gigabytes big. Opening it takes almost 10 minutes. Tons of folders with Russian names. All of them are filled with videos of sheep being shaved for whatever reason. I have actually helped shave alpacas before on a friend's farm. Man, they spit in your face. You gotta put a sock over their mouth, but they still spit everywhere, and their spit just smells so bad. It's the worst smelling stuff ever. But here's a Family Guy scene that this story reminded me of. Also, if you have any
I can't put a fucking Family Guy clip in here. I'm gonna get fucking yeeted, dude.
That'd be helpful because I've never done this YouTube thing or anything like that.
Yeah, nah, I gotta stop it there because I'm gonna get fucking yeeted if I keep a Family Guy clip in, dude. So yeah, he's probably gonna listen to this, so I guess I won't roast the cunt too hard. Immediately, I don't know what this guy thought. The way he was talking about it at the start, I guess he thought I was potentially gonna upload this to my own channel. Which, don't ever fucking send me stuff. Again, no offense, don't send me stuff with thinking that I'm gonna fucking upload it to my main channel, dude. Main sort of criticism I have is the voice does not fucking work at all. It sounds pretty cringe. The mic quality isn't that great at all. I know you work with what you have and appreciate the effort, but oh my lord, dude. Because there's been a couple people that have tried to copycat me and then also try and put on like a really edgy voice, just like, be me, be 14, go to school, but there's a bunch of tards. Like, at the end of the day, that's not particularly what people want. Like, sure, people like doing, they like the voices of when the characters are talking, but the overall narration, no one wants to hear this voice the entire time through the green text. They just want to hear it when the character's talking. Like, it sounds really fucking retarded when they're doing this voice the entire time. Like, you want to be able to actually, like, understand the person properly. So that's, like, my main sort of criticism with it, is, like, don't do fucking voices if you're going to do this sort of stuff. And also, here's his interpretation of my style of thumbnails. So I think it's pretty obvious that you don't own Photoshop, man. Because I can see that I actually don't know what the hell happened here. You went to the effort of photoshopping out the man with the sheep, but then also ended up with, like, a square around him anyway that blocks out the green text. And also, like, that's the wrong font. Why is it underlined? I guess he didn't have a shadow feature or whatever. Not quite color matched it to try and blend in as well. But yeah, man, appreciate the effort and anything. If anything, I suggest even, like, honestly, if you can't afford stuff like the Adobe Suite, just torrent it. Literally the first, like, 5 years of me making videos, I just had to torrent it because I was a fucking kid. I couldn't afford that sort of stuff. Thankfully, it's now to a point where I actually can afford it, and I do pay for my programs, like especially the Adobe Suite and everything, because I can afford it now, and it is worth it, getting the updates and whatnot. But yeah, honestly, if you can't afford it, just torrent it, man. There's heaps of websites that you can get it through. Skid Row is probably one of my favorite ones for that sort of stuff, I guess. But yeah, that's about all I have really to say about that, Mr. Willbilly. I don't think I had really any other emails to go through. My email is just also clogged with this is reviewed. Gmail. Oops, email.com. No, I want gmail.com. I got one here from a couple weeks ago, lol. ML Stacy says, why do you completely censor the word nigger from your green text videos? I can understand this for monetary reasons, but why not replace it with nibber instead? Looking forward to your next video. So yeah, if you haven't noticed already, I've started censoring the word nigger in my green text videos. Again, that's only because I'm kind of scared of the demonetization shit as well. There was a point where I changed it to N-word, but the flow of that sounded weird. And honestly, with these sorts of stuff, a slight censor just makes it flow a lot better than completely changing the word. Like I just said, like completely changing it just messes up the flow a lot of the times. So even though I do say the word nigger in my videos, I'll just go back and censor it out now at this point. And again, like I said, I'm also trialing censoring out swears in the first 30 seconds of a video to see if that helps the review as well, which I've only done it to one video. Granted, it was one of my most wholesome green texts I've read in a while, so that might have helped it as well, but so far so good, I guess. And we'll see where that goes, I guess. I guess. I'm saying that a lot for some reason. Alright, let's have a look at my Discord and see what these autismos fucking say. Look, I'll be honest, guys. I did give you fucking very much late notice on getting some questions, but most of these are just garbage. Literally the only one here is that is worth fucking reading is, did you visit any other nations? Which, the only other country that I've visited is New Zealand, but that's basically just Australia 2.0. And I also did that when I was like 10, and I can't really fucking remember it at all. I'd like to go back to New Zealand again at some point so I could actually remember it and document the thing. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to go to Japan at some point. But yeah. If you want to get some actual good questions to me, fucking email me, dude. Yeah. Oh, also, if you would really like to help out this podcast, the absolute best way you could do that is by rating me 5 stars on iTunes. So, but if you do rate me 5 stars, I will read your review on the podcast. But if you do, you have to let me know, because I actually don't own any Apple devices, so the only way I can go through the iTunes reviews is to go through an app on my phone, and also filter reviews by country. So if you do leave a 5-star review on my podcast on iTunes, let me know, and also let me know what country you're from so I can actually fucking read it. And I'll read it on the podcast for you. But yeah, so if you made it the whole way through this like 50-minute podcast, be sure to let me know in the comments down below by including the word gay. Do you have any gay friends? Have you ever felt a little bit gay? Have any gay experiences? Is this fake and gay? I don't know. if you put the word gay, I'll give you a little fucking heart in your comment. How about that? Yeah. Alright, that'll do it. I need to go get ready for this fucking gallo that I'm going to, and then fucking edit this podcast. And yeah, I will catch you later. Cunts!